Hi everyone. In this video we'll learn how to do the sum of two numbers. So we will create a program which will firstly we will initialize the numbers, and after that we'll take the numbers from the user. So let's start by creating a new file. You can open the Python shell by clicking on Python IDLE. That means Python's integrated development environment. And if you do not know how to install Python, then you can watch my previous videos where I have demonstrated how to install Python. Okay, so in this video we'll start by creating a new file. Okay, and this opens this window for us, and here let us firstly learn how to initialize variables. So here I want the sum of two numbers. For that we need two variables. So what we can do is we can write like this: a comma b is equal to, let's say, 12 comma 34. So here what we are doing is we are initializing both the variables together. A comma b is equal to 12 comma 34 basically means a is equal to 12 and b is equal to 34. After that we can say c is equal to a plus b, and then as we learned in the previous video, how do we print it? Print c. Okay, this is as simple as that. No data types are required. You just need to initialize the variables and give the command for write the statement for adding the two variables and then print it. Now we need to save the file. Save, you can save it in any folder. I'm saving it on the desktop. Okay, so here let's name the program as sum and say save, and you see the extension of the file is sum dot, the extension is py, short for Python. Now to run it, click on the run button and then you click on run module, or you can click on F5. So when you run it, so you get the output 46 here. So if you see, let's go back to the program. It is giving us 46. That means 12 plus 34 is 46. So that is the right output. Now what if we wanted to print some message also along with sum? Not just the sum, we want to print some message also. In that case what we can do is, let me write another print statement here. Print, and in single quotes or in double quotes you will write sum is, and then give a space here within the quotes, and then you put a comma here and put the name of the variable. Save it. Let's run it. Now if you see the output, now see the output is sum is 46. See the difference in the two outputs. The previous output prints C, only prints the value of C, whereas the second statement prints the message also along with the value of the variable. Here, unlike if you know any of the previous any other programming language like C or C++, now here we do not have to specify, no format specified, nothing, just the name of the variable and the message, and it prints. So it is much simpler than any other programming language. Now let's write one more way of writing print C. What if I wanted the output like this? Sum of 12 and 34 is 46. What if we want the output like this? So in that case, how will we write the print statement? We will write print, and within single or in double quotes you will write sum of, and then because we want the value of a here, so we will put these curly braces. Okay, nothing in the curly braces, sum of, and then we will write and, again curly braces, is, again open and close curly braces, and then close the double quotes, and then here dot, then we'll write, if you write F after dot you write F, and then you can press control space, so it will open this, and from here we can choose this format. Okay, and format, then you can write A comma B comma C, close the bracket and then close the outer bracket. So you see here, the first curly brace will have the value of A, the second curly brace is the value of B, and the third curly brace the value of C. Okay, let us remove this line. Now save it and let us run this again. And if you run it now, you see the output. We get three different outputs. One is only 46, second gives us sum is 46, and the third gives us sum of 12 and 34 is 46. If you want more space here after is, what we can do is we can give space here after this. Okay, this is here we can give space, here also we can give space and space. Okay, and afterwards if you want space, then you can give like this. Save it and then run, and so see, sum of 12 and 34 is 46. So this is how we can give sum of two numbers. Now what if you wanted the value from the user? In that case, here I have initialized the values. Now let's change it so that we get the values from the user. Okay, so let's write another program for that. So let's choose to open a new file, and here, now let us close this one, and we have opened a new file. Okay, now here let us say a is equal to, and then you write input, enter a number. Okay, so this is how we can take input. No need of putting a semicolon, nothing. B is equal to, again we will write input, enter second number. Okay, and now we'll say C is equal to A plus B, and we can print, let's keep it simple, sum is, and here sum is, and then comma C. Okay, and save it. When you save it, let's save it on the desktop, and let's call it sum, or let's call it sum2. Okay, and save it. So you get sum2.py. Now when you run this program, F5, enter a number, let's say 2, enter another number, let's say 3, enter. So here what are we getting? We are getting sum is 23. Okay, so what is it doing? It is concatenating the two numbers. It is not giving us the sum, it is not adding them up, instead it is treating them as a string and joining the two numbers. So how should we correct this? So basically what this means is, when you enter a number, it is entered as a, what is it entered? It is entered as a string, so we have to convert it to int. So for that we need to make a slight change here. We'll write int and then put a round bracket here and a round bracket here. Okay, again here we'll, okay, just give a space here. So this is what we need to do, and again here let us give a space here, and int bracket round parenthesis, and we need to close the round parenthesis here. Again the rest will remain same, and after this I just want to give one or two spaces here. Okay, and now save it. Let's run it again and see if it runs or not. Run module, and here enter a number. So we enter 12, enter another number, let's enter 5. So you now see we get sum is 12 plus 5, 17, which is the right answer, which is what we wanted. So what we have to do is, if you want the numbers, if you want a number to be treated as integer and not as a string, that means if you want it to be added up and not concatenated, in that case you need to write int and then put this entire thing in the brackets. We will understand why we write it like this later, but as of now it's okay that we understand that it has to be written like this. Okay, so this is how we can add two numbers by taking input from the user. If you like the video, then please don't forget to click on the like button, and also please subscribe to the channel estudy.in. Thanks for watching.